Good afternoon, I'm Jacinta with 2NURFM Hunter News. An elderly Hunter Valley man missing since Sunday has been found safe and well this morning at Gungal. Bob Bain hasn't been seen since going out to look for a pony on his property. It's believed the 72-year-old called the ambulance service this morning just after 11 o'clock to say he'd made his way inside an unoccupied private property and had been staying there. He's now being taken to hospital for a checkup. Newcastle City Council's special rate rises have been approved by the Independent Pricing and Regulatory Tribunal. Council successfully applied to have 5 consecutive rate rises of 8% per year from 2015 to 16 to 2019 to 20, lifting rates by $86 per year to eventually become $504 more. The move is aimed at securing financial sustainability, improving upon services and infrastructure backlogs, and funding capital expenditure. The Mount Thorley Warkworth mine is surging ahead with the Department of Planning recommending approval of the expansion. Noise limit conditions were introduced as part of the recommendations, with the final decision now up to the independent planning assessment. Bulga Milbradale Progress Association Vice President John Cray says the group is dissatisfied with the consultation process and they were confident they would receive a fair hearing.
The Department of Planning is going to press ahead and has recommended approval. We're extremely disappointed all round.
Port Stephens oyster farmers are suffering a major setback after the April storms. $6 million worth of infrastructure and stock were destroyed across the region, including hundreds of thousands of juvenile Sydney rock oysters. Soldiers Point oyster farmer Robert Demar says his crop has been hit hard.
It was pretty horrific, really. It's the worst storm we've ever had, worst damage we've ever had. I don't think I'll see it cleared up for another 6 or 7 months yet or more. We lost a lot of stock, lost a hell of a lot of infrastructure. I've got guys here now pulling the remnants of our sheds down, so a couple of our sheds just got smashed. Yeah, it was pretty horrific.
The Hunters' trains are again at a standstill, this time for track maintenance from the port of Newcastle to Narrabri and Ulan. $20 million of maintenance is being carried out on the line to ensure quality and condition of the track following last month's severe weather. Work began this morning and is expected to continue until Thursday night. Lake Macquarie Council is holding a citizenship ceremony today to welcome 86 new Australian citizens. Men and women from 24 different countries will make their pledge to Australia in one of the 4 annual ceremonies held at council chambers. Mayor Jodie Harrison says this is an important day for the community.
Today I'll be conferring citizenship on 86 people from 24 countries around the world. Those people will be either taking an oath or pledge to Australia and to uphold our values and our laws in this country.
Now with sports, Sarah Giuliano.
Sport for our sponsor, NewcastleCheapestCars.com.au.
Jets owner Nathan Tinkler is close to losing his A-League licence again after failing to pay staff wages on time. The club's employees are supposed to be paid on the 15th of every month, but after issuing a statement on Friday saying the payments would be processed on Monday, the club has conceded they don't know when the payments will be made. Football Federation Australia's Chief Executive David Gallop says the FFA will urgently examine all options available to have the situation addressed. Knights coach Rick Stone has praised halfback Tyrone Roberts for the tenacity he's shown on the field in recent weeks. Roberts showed new life in the Knights' 22-12 win over the Tigers on Sunday after facing heavy criticism from commentators and supporters during the club's 5-game losing streak. Stone was especially pleased with Roberts' effort to contain Tigers fullback James Tedesco with an impressive kicking game. And in golf, Musselbrook's Kurt Barnes will hope for a change in luck when he tees off in the Kansai Open in Japan on Thursday ahead of a 36-hole US Open qualifying tournament next week. That's sport. I'm Sarah Giuliano.
2NURFM news time is 12:10.